grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now, today we are back. Another daily market update. The market actually looks pretty good right now. Everything is green. Okay, we've got waves pumping 30%. Helium doing very well right here at $30. If you guys don't know, I basically called helium at $1. That's when I found helium, and I did invest some. Okay, not as much as I would have liked. Of course, you would have liked to go all in at $1 on helium, but every single altcoin basically is green right now. Atom is down 6%. It seems to be decoupled a little bit in the past few weeks. But what I want to show you, we have a lot to cover today. We're going to cover Stellar. We've got some XRP. We've got Quant. We've got Hbar. We've got Bitcoin, Gibraltar, lots of stuff, Algorand. But what I want to show you is what's happening on the Bitcoin chart on the 12-hour. So take a look at the market cipher, right? Market cipher B shows that, you know, from the start of January, basically, we had this huge momentum wave that started to end, right? We started to go down January 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That wave was done. And you would have, if you were watching market cipher on the 12-hour, you would have thought that that was super bullish. But look what we got hit with. This circle that I put right here, we got hit with the tiniest little momentum wave ever, right? The tiniest little wave, and that was these green candles here. Now we're seeing the exact same type of wave happening right now, right? The big momentum wave, it's been starting to go down, and now we're in the same position. I'm looking at this as bullish, right? Like this should come up, and hopefully we get a big wave on the top. So Bitcoin actually looks pretty bullish right now on the 12-hour market cipher. The money flow is also pretty steady though. RSIs are heading up. It looks good there. Now, do we hit 40? Do we test 40K before we test 30K? That is the question. We're at 39. We're at 38,000 right now. So I might be wrong in that I said that we're going to test 30K before we test 40K. We do have the Federal Reserve meeting right today. So basically the market, you know, this Mark Moss says the world quietly waits to learn our fate, being decided by one man. No one person or group should be able to decide and control. Bitcoin fixes this, okay? Kind of. There's problems, though, with that. So, basically, we have the meeting today, right? It's going to give direction to where the market's heading. It's going to signal. What I do think, though, is that a lot of this is priced in already. We've priced in all of this already, okay? But I am watching this momentum wave. It's coming up hard. If we go on the 4-hour, right, we're still in an uptrend on the 4-hour, right here. And we did get a pretty substantial momentum wave on the 4-hour, which gives me hope that we will get one on the 12-hour coming up. So on the macro Bitcoin, though, we're still playing out this big M, right? 2-day chart. Let me turn the moons off real quick. We're still playing out this massive M right here. Looks like we might not complete the M at the 30K level, but we have Arthur. Arthur is the CEO of BitMEX, I believe. Apparently, this is the first time I've heard of his writing, but he writes articles here. Arthur Hayes. Okay, Arthur Hayes. He wrote an article, and I want to point out one very nice quotable from it, from Hasaka. Resistance levels, $2,800, $28,500, $1,700 for ETH. Resistance levels, okay? I don't believe in a bottom until these levels are tested. If the level holds, amazing. This prong has been met. If it doesn't hold, then I believe that a mega liquidation candle will happen in the $20,000 to $28,500 range for Bitcoin and the $1,300 to $1,700 range for Ether. if either of Bitcoin's 2017 and Ether's 2018 previous all-time high. So in 2017, Bitcoin hit 20,000. That was the all-time high. Ether hit 1,400 in 2018. That was the all-time high. If any of those are breached on a daily candle, then I don't even want to think about it. I agree with this. I agree with this completely. Okay, if the level holds of 2,800, 500, right, we're great. Amazing. But if we go below that, he thinks that a mega liquidation candle could happen all the way down to 20K, which would be a very big scare, and everybody and their grandma would be calling this an absolute bear market. So, moving on. We have the Fed meeting today, right? Market looks sort of good in terms of that we're getting some bounces on some altcoins. Ripple has bought the shares. We already made a full video. Even if you're not an XRP holder, you must watch this video because this is going to prevent you from looking like a fool when talking about XRP and not knowing what you're talking about when talking about XRP. Watch this video. I break it down exactly. I used this opportunity and this moment as a way to put the illusion on blast that Ripple is XRP, because that's not true. You need to watch this. Moving on. Stellar. I am bullish on Stellar in the long term. Of course, it's at 20 cents, right? This is one of the most like pathetic charts ever. Same with the XRP chart, right? We tried to go for all-time high. We could not get there, 71 cents. I feel bad for Stellar because it's never touched $1. As far as its coin market cap chart, it's never touched $1 here. It'll touch $1 one day, but we have some great news. Smart contracts are coming out on Stellar. Okay, smart contracts at the same time as they share their marketing grants program, 6 billion XLM, which is about $1.1 billion to accelerate the growth and user acquisition of projects built on Stellar. These funds provide support for digital and offline marketing, in-app incentives, a bunch of stuff. Okay, so this is very bullish. This looks like an amazing move, right? Release the smart contracts and then give people money to build with the smart contracts. Very nice from Stellar. Finally, some news that is worth covering from them. IMF is urging El Salvador to rethink crypto. Basically, the IMF is trying to say that they should remove Bitcoin as legal tender. This is basically like Kodak, the camera company, telling Apple to remove the camera from their iPhones. Very interesting right there. David Schwartz says, as you may know, I had a horrible experience with PayPal that started more than a decade ago. A few months ago, they restored my access. I hate to say it, but the user experience has been spectacular since then, and it is now my preferred way to pay dollars on the internet. I realize that I may be getting preferred treatment because my case got a lot of public attention. Dude, I am in the exact same spot as David Schwartz on this. I got wrecked by PayPal. PayPal disabled or banned all my payment processing. I couldn't even run my businesses because I had no payment processor. Several months ago, they restored my access, right? And now it's the most beautiful thing ever. I can send, receive, I can do whatever. And now I'm basically break even with PayPal. So crazy that we're in the same situation right there. Blockworks. And maybe he's clearing this up publicly because Ripple has something coming with PayPal. Who knows? Blockworks says Gibraltar is looking to launch the world's first stock exchange to accept payments in Bitcoin. I've told you a million times. I've been telling you for months to watch every single company coming out of Gibraltar. They are important. That includes INX. That includes Bullish Exchange from Peter Thiel. Gibraltar is important. All of the Ripple riddlers, the people who are supposed to know inside information and put it out in riddles, all of those people point to freaking Gibraltar. So keep watching Gibraltar. I've broken this down a million times. Jerry Brito is pointing out that the America Competes Act, which has just been introduced in the House, and he thinks it will very likely pass in some form, is a provision that would be disastrous not just for crypto, but for privacy and due process generally. So what does this actually do? Okay. What does this actually do? If we go down here, the new provision would do 3 things. It adds a certain transmittal of funds to the list of things that can be banned by the secretary. Eliminate all public notice and comment requirements. Eliminate the 120-day limitation for measures imposed without regulation. So broken down more, right? This empowers the secretary to prohibit any or indeed all crypto transactions. Crazy. Okay, this is not what we want. This is bad. So it's time to call your member of Congress and ask that they take action, right? I do think that's actually a good thing to do. Usually I would be against doing weird stuff like that, right? But this is a good one. Call your Congress people. I don't have Congress people in Canada. I don't think. I don't even know how our government system works, and I couldn't care less, bro. But call your people. Tell them you need to take action. Hbar to the moon. Great find by Danny right here. Gamey, what is this called? Gaiman Low is building a monster gaming platform on Hedera, and partners now include Hbar Foundation, Chainlink, which is amazing. So they do have a token, which there's always a token, man. There's always a coin. Nobody can just build something without doing a coin. It's very interesting. Keep your eye on that project. Quant is the only blockchain related guarantor of Pay UK, sitting alongside HSBC, Bank of Ireland, Bank of Scotland, Barclays, Santander. Listen up to Gilbert Verdian. This is the CEO of Quant. Listen to what he says right here.
We've solved interoperability at scale, and the background to money is a 20-year career in cybersecurity. I ran the payment infrastructure as the chief security officer for the Bank of England, so keeping all the money safe across all the payment systems and the payment rails. And now we're also company guarantors to Pay UK, putting the strategy in place for future payments, including central bank money as well, but creating an ecosystem around what's the potential of money and what we can do with it. And that's my interest.
Literally insane. 20-year career, right? Quant is being led by people, or by Gilbert and other people that do not fail. Failing is not in their vocabulary. They want success. Now, I want to give a shout out to this site, Algorand Name Service. Okay, you can go and swoop up your .algo domain, so go check that out. Not a sponsorship. It's just cool to secure all your like .algo. You can get .sol domains on Bonafide, right? Bonafide. If you type in naming.bonafide.org, you can go and secure your oh my goodness, I hate shit just popping up. Bonafide. So that's the .sol one. Then you can get your .eth one with Ethereum name service. Then you can get your .crypto domain with Unstoppable Domains. Very cool. So, last 2 pieces of news here. We have Meta reportedly abandoning the Diem stablecoin after intense government opposition. So basically what's happening is Meta is trying to sell their assets to make investors money back type shit, right? They're trying to they're basically abandoning it. So why are they doing this? Well, I think that the government actually got in contact with them and said, like, yo, you're making this too confusing. Like, don't compete with our stuff. Don't compete with our coin that we're going to release, which is just not investable. It's like a stable coin, just pegged to the US dollar. I think they said, like, stop. Like, you're giving this too much. Why are you trying to compete with us, right? We are on your side type stuff. So they have dropped that, right? They've dropped that. Last piece of news right here. Ethereum Foundation has killed the ETH 2.0 branding in favor of the consensus layer rebrand. There's no such thing as ETH 2.0 anymore. It's the consensus layer update. I think this is extremely smart. The reason is because I've had multiple, like 50 noobs in crypto ask me, Mason, how do I get ETH 2.0? Where do I buy ETH 2.0? So what they noticed in their branding is that people were thinking it's a separate coin, and they're like, where can I buy this? So I get it. that they've rebranded this to just a consensus layer, because all that's happening is Ethereum is getting better. Ethereum's just getting better. Consensus layer, right? So very interesting rebrand right there. But wrapping it up full circle, altcoins looking good, pumping right now on the daily. You know, Bitcoin sort of is pretty much bouncing here, right? That's pretty much like hit that and just we've bounced up to 38,000. I'm wondering what the Fed meeting is going to say today, right? Pay close attention to that, right? If we test 40K before 30K, I will admit I was wrong. I thought we were going to test 30K before we tested 40K. Simple. We're still just in this range of 43 to like 33, right? Multiple ranges here. But that is all we've got. Make sure that you follow on Instagram and Twitter. Join the Telegram group. I love you all. Shout out to you if you've watched to the end of this video. If you missed yesterday's daily market update or the Ripple video, definitely go watch them. And goodbye.
Crawl, still can't stop it.